Hey guys, how's it going? We're about to start filming for the day and do all our academy shenanigans that we do every week for the guys over in the academy. But I really wanted to just put this super quick video together for you because I feel that it's something that I see time and time again with students in the academy, with all my online students, and then with the questions that come in as well. I just get a real feel, and the students that I've worked with in the past as well. It's the next shiny object syndrome, and it's something we all suffer with. And I'm just wanting to put it out there today to just kind of warn you about it, and just so you can check yourself and make sure that you're not doing the same thing and falling into that same trap of the next shiny object syndrome. So the first time I was made aware of it really was when I wasn't in Leeds College of Music, but I was attending, which is a great music school here in Leeds, but I was attending a workshop there, and the guy who was taking the workshop is a fantastic guitar player called Mike Walker, who you've got to check out if you haven't already. He's an absolute monster guitar player, really great guy as well, Mike Walker. So check him out if you haven't already. And he was taking the workshop and teaching his stuff in the workshop. And the one thing that and I'll remember it forever, he pointed out in the workshop was a really big thing to say as well. Just to picture the scene that we're in the auditorium and there's a few hundred people in there, and Mike is out there doing his thing and he's talking to us, and all the teachers from the college are there. Mike comes out with this statement that is, and he said it for a reason, kind of for a reaction, to make people kind of listen up. And the statement was that music school, music university, in some ways is a terrible place to learn music. And I can remember him, saying that, and I was just like, whoa, that's a powerful thing to say when you're actually in a music school giving a talk. But then he followed it up with, now I'm going to tell you exactly what he said. He said that, there is certain drawbacks about learning an instrument in music school and what it does, because you're going to be surrounded by people, by musicians all around you that are at different points along the journey of becoming a musician. So if you think about becoming a musician, instead of aiming for this one particular point where you're going to be an amazing bass player or anything, it's just a journey from one place, which is not being a musician at all, down this journey of becoming a full-rounded, musician along this journey. And we're all on the same journey, right? But we're just at different points along the way. Now, Mike's point was that you're surrounded by all of these people that are at different points within this journey, and they're all working on different things. They're practicing different things every day. But what happens is that people, I've got my notification thing going off, people hear the other guys playing these crazy exercises they're working on, and they ultimately gravitate towards that and think, I need to be working on that. And then they hear another student playing and, oh wow, I haven't been working on that, I'm going to work on that now. And they gravitate towards this, and you gravitate back and forward working on all this stuff that other people are doing instead of working on what you should be working on. Because the people that you're chasing are at different points along the journey of becoming a musician. You need to figure out what you need to be working on at the exact moment. And when you're working on that stuff, you've heard me before. If you subscribe to the channel on YouTube, or if you're an academy member, you've heard it even more when I say work on the fundamentals, work on your chord tones, learn them all over the neck. And once you've learned the chord tones, then start plugging in the scales, the chord scales, the modes, which is also what people call them. Plug them in on top of the chord tones, on top of your foundation, and make sure you're always keying into that foundation of understanding where all the notes are and all the harmony that you're trying to play is on the instrument before doing, crazy stuff like worrying about melodic minor harmony. I get tons of questions of how can I use the melodic minor scale over this chord, and I'm like, okay, well that's a real valid question, but can you play a 2-5-1 in the key of G major up and down the neck? And before you do that, you shouldn't be working on melodic minor superimpositions or harmonic minor harmony and things like that. You need to get those foundations sorted out and always practice those foundations as well. It's something I do all the time. And in this talk that Mike was giving, he did follow up and said, look, this is just one of the drawbacks from studying music school. Obviously, there's a ton of benefits as well, right? You're going to meet great musicians. Your social circle as a musician is going to get much larger, so you're going to be playing with all different types of cats and dudes and dudettes. But it's just something to be aware of, is that the next shiny object that you hear somebody play. Now, why is this relevant to you? Because you might not be in music school, right? Well, when I was at this talk, it was back in, it must have been like, early 2000s or like mid 2000s or something like that. I was like early 20s. 78, 88. Yeah, sort of like 2000s, early 2000s. I'm feeling old at the minute. And my point is that there was no YouTube. Okay, so the next shiny object was the people that you heard around you. But now we're living in the world of YouTube. Well, then everybody is affected, because when you're working on one of my lessons, there's always another lesson in that right-hand column that's saying, play me, play me. You press play and then you're watching something else, and then there's something else, another shiny object. I press play, and then you just go on and on and on, and you end up not just missing out on what you should be working on, but just chasing stuff that you shouldn't be looking at yet. So it's really, tie into those fundamentals, make sure you're practicing them all the time, and just give them enough time to sink into your playing. It takes time to get this stuff into your playing. Don't chase the next shiny object, guys. It's, I've been working on an exercise, a 3-chord groove thing that I've been messing around with for months, because I'm really well aware that by doing that, I'm going to do so much more. My playing's going to benefit so much more than just chasing the next thing that I see on YouTube. And really, and another key thing is for this, especially with YouTube, is don't get fooled by vanity metrics. Don't get fooled by vanity metrics. It doesn't matter how many video lessons you watch on YouTube, how many bass lessons or guitar lessons you watch. It does nothing really for your playing. What matters is, taking a lesson, absorbing it, and then getting that stuff into your playing. So don't, but think by watching 10 lessons that you're any better a musician or bass player. You're not. You might watch one lesson and then work on that one lesson for a month or so, and that'll do you so much more good. Anyway, guys, a little bit of a rant for you today. Hopefully you'll take it away and just, reflect on how that is sitting in your own lives and your own bass playing, and, how we're getting our bass playing to the next level. And other than that, take it easy. And as always, I'll see you in the shed. The 2015 Kickstarter challenge.
Hey everybody.
Hey everybody.
Hi everybody.
Hello all.